Hey everybody, it's the Halloween season and I'm going to be talking about some scary movies this particular month, horror stuff, okay? And I thought I would start by doing one of my old retro reviews. The retro review series, for those of you who don't know, it's a series that I do where I go to old movie reviews that I put in a database and then I consult again to get my memories of the film and tell you about what I thought of it back when I watched it. Now, this particular review is from May of 2017. This is what I thought when I watched this. This is the sequel to 1971's Willard. It's called Ben, the King of the Rats. Willard, starring Bruce Davison, is one of my all-time favorite movies. I have not done a review of that. It's a movie that I have a soft spot for because I went to see it in the theater when I was 9 years old. So of 1970s cheesy horror films, the original Willard with Bruce Davison and Ernest Borgnine is one of my favorites. Let's talk about the sequel, Ben, that came out a year later in 1972. In 1971, Willard it had been a surprise box office hit about a twisted young man and his morbid obsession with harboring an army of rats to do his bidding. So along comes this lukewarm sequel that fails on just about every count. Starting out promisingly right from the final scene of the first film, we continue with a cop and news reporters investigating the grim attic of Willard Stiles where his dead body lies. Through the finding of Willard's personal diary, which is a nice plot touch. There was no indication in the original film that he kept a diary, but that helps out here. I like that little plot device. They begin to read and discover how he trained a squadron of rats, headed by the king rodent, Ben, to kill for him. From there, it's downhill. As we switch over to a character, a little child named Danny, sweet, lonely kid with a heart condition. He's due for another operation that may even kill him. He lives with his mother and an older sister named Eve, who's played by a very young Meredith Baxter from Family Ties, who eventually Meredith Baxter Burney. A chance encounter with Ben the Rat brings little Danny, his only true friend, and he entertains his squealing furry buddy with sing-alongs, puppet shows, and toy train rides. Danny even composes a song of tribute to Ben, his friend to the end. At the same time, Ben's nose-twitching comrades are festering around the city, and they're scaring people, they're trashing whole supermarkets as they go around scavenging for food. Danny is able to actually converse back and forth with Ben, and it can understand squeak talk. So he tries to impress upon Ben that he and his rodent friends can't just do whatever they want because people don't like that. The police are positively baffled as to how to locate and destroy the rats. Well, this plays more like a wholesome Walt Disney family flick. In fact, the child actor is Lee Montgomery, who did previously star in Disney's The $1,000,000 Duck. This is a dull and saccharine affair with every other cardboard adult character being more uninteresting than the next. The best thing going for this is the likably pleasant hit song that's featured at the end, recorded by Michael Jackson, Ben. And it even won a Golden Globe and was nominated as, quote, Best Original Song at the Academy Awards. The movie, however, earns a turkey. I would give it only 1.5 stars out of 4 stars.